Stephen Fuhr, the incumbent Liberal MP for Kelowna-Lake country. 4 years ago, Stephen, you were, I guess, charitably a big underdog in a conservative riding that hadn't elected a Liberal in 45 years.
I still feel that way.
At times, I'm sure. So how is this campaign different 4 years later?
I think it's equally as difficult for different reasons. I think that this really is more about me against the Conservative Party more than me against a particular candidate here. Andrew Scheer's been here four or five times since he's been leader, which is an unusual amount of time for a party leader to come to a fairly small community in a big country. So, yeah, they want their riding back, and I'm focused on hanging on to it.
The pundits are saying this is one of the swing ridings, expecting a close race, possibly a minority government. Do you feel that there's a bit of a target on your back?
Yes, I do.
How do you counteract that?
All I can do is give people something to vote for.
Federal politics is sometimes a little different than provincial or municipal politics in the fact that the party is as important as the local candidate. How do you counteract, we have blackface as an example, how do you counteract things like that and try and bring it to a local level?
Well, whether people vote for the leader, the party, or the candidate, what they're voting for at the end of the day is they're supporting policy. So when I have this conversation, I'd say, think about the policies and whether or not those policies are delivering better outcomes for you and your family or for the community. And if the answer is yes, then I think people should focus on supporting policies that deliver these better outcomes. And pick a category, I think, and I can prove that we are in a better place, headed in a better direction than we were in 2015. Is it perfect? No. Do we need to make it better? Yes, we do. But that's the conversation I want to be having. I don't want to talk about going back to the way things were and heading back, to the proverbial 1950s. I want to sail into the 21st century.
Give me a couple of examples of what you're talking about.
Well, progressive policies, for example. Some big ticket items, looking at the country as a whole. It's been a tough 42nd Parliament. Donald Trump, our trade, softwood, NAFTA, steel and aluminum, you name it, and then China towards the tail end of this 42nd Parliament. It's been tough, but what did the government achieve? Well, guess what? We've had the fastest growing economy in the G7 since 2017, or one of the fastest, number one in 17, number two in 2018, strong numbers in 2019. We've had the lowest unemployment rate since records have been kept. We've raised nearly 1 million Canadians out of poverty, that were in poverty. Those are really positive, excellent things that have happened in this country in challenging times. I want to see more of that happening.
As you knock on doors and talk to people within Kelowna-Lake country, are they talking about things like that, or are they talking about more motherhood issues and things that have...
Everyone's different. There's lots of support out there, which I appreciate. One thing that I've noticed is that people have noticed the success in the community, which is nice. I do hear the odd, well, I can't vote for you because I get Justin, or I can't vote for you because I don't like Liberals or whatever, but I like you as a person. Okay, but I always ask why they feel that way. And if they'll engage with me on the doorstep, a lot of the time, the reason that they cite back to me is based on something that they saw on Facebook that isn't even true, which is kind of frustrating. So, if they'll stay on the doorstep, I'll engage with them, and, at the end of the day, I'll walk away hoping I may have changed somebody's mind and just move on to the next door. That's basically all I can do.
What's the biggest issue you're hearing?
Affordability is certainly a big one. Housing, which kind of blends into affordability. I think those are the two biggest things I hear about. Climate change, for sure. People want action on climate, and I'm with them on that. So I'll be driving my government to do more. And if you look through the platform, you'll see that they filled some of the gaps that they didn't address in the previous government on climate change. So, I'm hopeful that we'll move the yardsticks.
If on October 21st you are fortunate enough to be re-elected back to Ottawa, what's your first priority?
My first priority is to get right back to the office and continue doing what I was doing. There's a huge national housing strategy that the government put in a couple of years ago. Some new programming will be coming in 2020. I want to see our community, get its share of that. I know the airport's looking to expand a very big project, and I know they've got an application in for some money. I want to support that. There's a whole bunch of other smaller things, but those are two big ones that are sitting right in front of me.
Finally, why should people tick the box besides Stephen Fuhr on October 21st?
Well, like I said, I've tried to give them a reason to do that. I've delivered for the community to the best of my ability, again, in federal visibility and fiscal support from the federal government, and I've helped as many people as I possibly could with their needs, and I think that's something they can vote for, so I hope they do.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.